Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I'd like to thank Samantha and Dr. Vasantan for giving me this opportunity to address you all. This is not to prepare a speech, just some random thoughts. Starting off, firstly, is the fact that the maximum number of people in this gathering today are on the better side of 50. Because we have seen a better world. We have seen a world where plastic was almost non-existent in our houses. The garbage got disposed of at the back. There were hardly any garbage collection services in those days. And we have gone to the market with cloth bags in our hand and come back with rice, grain, vegetables in plastic, in newspapers or brown paper bags. I remember I have been born and studied in what was then called the Nibupani of India, Pune, or Pune as it's now called. I have now will settle in Bangalore, which was at one time called the Garden City. Unfortunately, today it's called Garbage City. Being a doctor and a father to two girls, I was about to say young, but I realized they both are on the better side of 20 now. So, we have to leave a better world for our children. If they are not ready as yet to understand, we have to make them understand. We have to leave a better world for our children. There's a saying, some might call it a joke, that the man of the house comes home and asks the lady of the house, what do you keep doing all day? Until one day when she's not well, and for 2-3 days, then he realizes all that she does. After coming to the Nilgiris and Kunur, you realize what clean Kunur does when you see the other places. I had gone down in April and I could see a stark difference between Mudumalai and Bandipur. There were bottles thrown on the roadside. In fact, there was one place there were about 30 bottles where I realized, and obviously one of those mini buses have just dumped all that plastic out there, where they're collecting it at the border. Instead of that, they have just dumped their plastic on the green verges of the forest. So, in Mao, I was posted. Mao is a city near Indore, which some of you all might know. Indore today is termed as the cleanest city in the country. Just up the hill in Mao, the shopkeepers would sweep out whatever the refuse was for the day, dump it on the roadside. The sweepers would come and sweep it off the road. 60-70% would go into the natural water drains on the side of the road. And come the first good rains of the monsoon, everyone starts shouting, what's the municipality doing? It was their own garbage which was blocking the drains. We've seen these cities. I have travelled from the city beautiful Chandigarh, driving into Delhi, where you see mountains of garbage. There are mountains on which these pickup trucks can travel and are small blimps on those mountains. You see those kites swirling over them. It literally looks like a funeral cremation ground. I'm sorry to say, but that is how it looks. I came here and then I was told that the hospital should give a talk on World Environment Day. So in June, I called up Samantha and I said, is there some input you can give me? And then when I started looking into it, one of the most pristine, sacred things we might think of is mother's milk. And when I realized that there are microplastics in mother's milk, so then what worse can we do in this world when our mother's milk has plastic in it? Even our neonates, infants are not safe. We as doctors say that for 6 months the child should have nothing but mother's milk. So then, for these children, what kind of a world are we leaving to them? As a doctor, I keep telling my patients, my other doctors, my colleagues in my hospital, that these are diseases that we will keep seeing more and more, where the immunity of people and their illnesses, the immunity will go down and their illnesses will increase because the food we eat is not good anymore. Just a lot of ranting from a doctor and a father. Don't mind, I just took a little bit of time. There's a lot of cleanliness in Kunur, but one thing that pricks me is when I see school children in rickshaws and buses traveling and they, from their tuck, have a packet of chips and they love to throw it out of the window. But otherwise, I must say, this is one of the cleanest places, and we wish that this message is spread beyond these confines. From 26th October 2014, the other landmark day was 30th October 2019, and today, 10 years ahead, Kunur has done immensely. I think you all should give yourselves a hand for doing so much. Because it can only work when it comes from the heart and with people with a long-term working vision. Amazon has stopped using plastic tape and stopped using bubble wrap. They're using recycled paper. But almost all the younger generation order food multiple times a week. How much waste is produced with that? In the cities, that's why we have these mountains of waste. So, as was just said, we need to reduce, reuse, and refuse to increase our refuse. Thank you.